so freaking bad. Wrestle me.
Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling Podcast, episode 133. Moving on up to the east side. Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah,
that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah. So, as you can see or hear, myself, Bruiser Bodi, is doing the intro. Juice Willis, aka Justin, he moved into his new place. Congratulations to him, Elise, and the little one. Moving on to big and better things. So he is not with us tonight. He's dealing with life stuff like that. So it's just gonna be myself, Bruiser Bodi, and the man of the hour, man of the year, no stubble, too much trouble, Sreten the Savage.
What a hell of an intro. Yeah. Hey, we need to tell the truth. Justin's fired because fuck that guy. So he had a good run. He's canceled. He's been making fun of me lately. This episode is dedicated to you, you stupid fucking idiot.
Oh
wait, he never said the F word, so I take it back. You stupid idiot.
I think he might have dropped an F-bomb here and there.
Not towards me.
Yeah. Oh, probably not. Maybe not.
Yeah. So, yes, Bodi, you will run the topic. This is gonna be a topic by topic rapid fire. Yep. It's gonna be very exciting. Yep. I will make sure I interrupt you.
Yes.
I do want to say one thing. So to anybody listening to this, give us some feedback, interact with us a little bit. Our goal to the end of the year is to get some constructive criticism because we are, I was threatening last March to start some new shit and we're actually on the verge. So bring it on. If you have any opinions, be they complimentary or super harsh, let her rip. Whatever the hell our email is, jpdubpodcast@gmail.com, jpdubpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, we invite you. Thanks for everybody's support so far, and onwards and upwards, you bunch of assholes.
There you go. Any and all criticism is good criticism in my eyes. So
yeah,
can only get better from here. Yep.
Yeah, like shave your face, Sreten, wear more eyeliner, Bodi, stuff like that. Yeah, hide the gray. Hashtag hide the gray.
Yep. Hashtag hide the gray. Yep, that's me. So, how was your week so far?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I got no complaints.
Yeah. I know we were just talking off air about the Bears game.
Yeah. I don't watch the Bears because they suck. So fuck the Bears. I mean, go Bears, but it's frustrating forever.
It is.
Maybe when I turn 80, they'll be good.
Yeah.
They need another 42 years.
I sometimes hate to admit it, but I do like watching the Packers because I like Aaron Rodgers. And I'm just like, that's what a quarterback looks like.
Yeah.
That's what an offense looks like. You know, everywhere around the league, unless you're the Jets fan. Jets fans, you have my sympathy.
Shots fired.
At least we're not the Jets, but we're still in a tailspin.
I was watching. I happened to have the Packers game like I think 2 weeks ago in the background whenever they had their last Thursday night game, and I was like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is on another level. This is what it feels like when you got a quarterback that is really fun to watch.
And an offense and a line that can block.
Yeah.
Running game. I'd rather take their running game.
No shit. So what's up? This is a fucking wrestling show, bro.
Yes, it is. Let's get off of the Bears because everyone else has. All right. So let's fire them down, man. Let's start off with AEW. Some all elite wrestling news. Did you catch that AEW game special last week on YouTube?
I did. It was fun to watch.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I popped when help me.
Kenny
Omega dressed like Steve Jobs.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's great. But then so did everybody else.
Yeah. I thought it was funny. And Aubrey comes out. And...
Yeah, it was great. It was cool.
It was well done. They knock it apart. They knock it out of the park with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
I wanted to specifically ask you because you're not just a big gamer, but you're a big gamer pick apart or stuffer guy.
Yes, I am.
So pick the shit apart and explain to me how exciting it is because they name dropped some good ass developers and game makers.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they dropped a huge. I mean, we knew it was coming. AEW console game, and for years there hasn't been a killer wrestling game. Like even the WWE 2K series, it's been glitchy, buggy. There hasn't been really a good one in years. and you got wrestling fans all over, going back to like No Mercy, WCW versus NWO, WrestleMania 2000. Like those games were the games, and with them taking what the fans have said, and Kenny Omega's a huge gamer, so he knows what he's talking about. So going into the console game and trying to emulate like the No Mercy style and the WrestleMania 2000 style, I think it's brilliant. I mean, you got and we'll get into this in a little bit, but Retromania, you got that coming out, and they're doing a throwback. So, you know, like when I saw, and it's not finished product yet, so I don't want to hear people complaining like, oh, I look too blocky or this or that. Like, shut up. Who cares? Like, the game's not out yet. The game will be out like maybe 7-8 months down the road. So this might not be the final product.
That shit started my it better be good rant. It's like, who wants
it better be good.
Yeah, who wants a game that, like, all the comments on that Instagram video were it better be good. And I was like, who wants a game? Why are you saying this?
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you say I'm so excited for this? Not it better be good. Like, why are you setting a tone of shittiness?
Exactly.
So, even with the WWE games, even though they've been glitchy and they suck ass, people are excited when they come out. As you should be. You shouldn't be like, I hope it doesn't suck.
Better be good.
Yeah. Better be good. Shut the fuck up.
I hate that too, man. So yeah, like I was saying, they teamed up with Ukes, which is, I think, brilliant. Ukes used to do the WWE games. I think they have a great reputation as far as wrestling games go. Kenny Omega has really come out and specifically said he wants a game that feels like a wrestling match, that moves like a wrestling match, gives you the momentum, and a throwback to the No Mercy days that everyone's looking for. And I think that's a brilliant call out, because that's what I want as a wrestling fan game. I love those games. You just modernize it a little bit. You put in the full AEW roster. Now what would be really cool is if they take and have like a downloadable content community, kind of like WWE had. I used to do that in WWE games, where I would go in the content community part and I would download all kinds of wrestlers that they had there. People made like WCW wrestlers. They made, you know, deathmatch wrestlers, NJPW wrestlers, Impact. Like, you had all these, and that's awesome. Like, I think they should do something like that, and that would be amazing, because then, you know, you got all these people out there just creating wrestlers and stuff, and you can download different rosters and stuff like that. And I think that would be really cool. I hope it plays, which it will. I'm not even gonna say I hope. I know it will play like No Mercy. Once they got Ukes, and then they got Gata on board too. Gata is the mastermind behind those games. He is one of the game producers for Ukes, and he's known for the critically acclaimed No Mercy game. So breaking it down like that, it's going to be great. Seeing the trailer, I was like, you know, it's a trailer, so you take it at face value. You know, you can't be like, it better be good. But no, you got to take it at face value. I liked it. I liked what I saw. I know they're going to knock it out of the park. I'm really stoked for it. I can't wait for it to come out. What did you think about the console part of it?
I got excited about the footage. Like, I personally am excited for the game to come out. I could give two shits about the mobile stuff and building my own league. That's just not my thing. I don't like, I'll play Tetris and chess on my phone. And whatever. What's the game where you watch videos of people making sex?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's just straight up pornography.
That's just straight up. Yeah, I was just gonna say that's straight up.
That's what my phone is for. Chess, chess and pornography.
Chest and chess.
Yes, chess and chess. No, man. It's cool if you like the other things, the other like the mobile game. And what was the third thing? Or is it two mobile games?
Yeah, they had the General Manager, All Elite Wrestling General Manager mobile game, and then the casino Double or Nothing game.
Yeah, that stuff could be good. Like the manager stuff, if you're into that stuff, that could be cool. It's just not for me. Yeah. And you're into that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I can't wait, because I want to do that. I like there was a General Manager mode, I think, in SmackDown Raw 2006. That was awesome, that I used to play all the time. I think AEW will do it a little bit better, and plus it's mobile gaming. And a little known fact, Aubrey, the ref Aubrey, she was doing mobile gaming, designing, helping merchandise it and stuff like that, market it. I mean,
that was her job.
So she comes from that background. Yeah, that was her job. That's her background. So she's on board doing that, which I think is phenomenal.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I can't wait for it to come out, because I'm going to be all over it. I want 5-star shows. I want 5-star matches. You know,
gross.
I want Dave Meltzer rating my shit. It's going to be fun. I know you're not into that, but a lot of, like me, a lot of other people are. And
Yeah.
I think they're going to knock it out of the park with that. The casino game, very interesting because you're going to be able to win AEW merchandise. You're going to be able to play with not only other AEW fans and other people around the world, but some of the talent too. Other prizes I saw were like autograph stuff, not just merchandise as in shirts and stuff. I don't think money was involved, but I know like I thought I saw like meet and greet stuff too.
That's very clever.
Yeah, like a lot of it is AEW driven as far as prizing, which is cool.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff you're already
really
giving
cool.
away. You already budget a good amount to advertising and just giving away. Why not? Why not put it towards something like this where you make people where you're pushing your brand constantly in an addictive style? Ooh, baby.
Exactly, and you're getting other eyes on it. You're
Yeah.
getting people who are like, they might know the Rhodes name, Dustin Rhodes or something. And they're just casino fans and they might love this game, and then they get eyes on the product. They're like, well, I got to check out what this All Elite Wrestling is all about. Oh, I know Jericho, I've heard of him. Oh, I know Arn Anderson from way back in the day. I didn't know this was going on. You never know. It's just more eyes on the product. Yeah, I know the librarian. I know Pretty Paul Avalon.
Oh, I know
PPA
John
all day.
Silver.
Johnny Ungie. Yeah.
Speaking of John Silver, I need to interrupt you.
Good segue.
I think it is the segue, but we keep talking about being the elite. It was already awesome, and the Young Bucks created something that was awesome to watch, and John Silver has upgraded the product. It is. I get so excited on Mondays when they upload it, just to watch what kind of nonsense and entertainment, and everybody else is starting to step up their game. I'm enjoying the what's his face, the portion of being the elite this week with from SCU.
Oh, dude, Kazarian.
His shit is. I mean, he was the gold nugget for like the last year, and SCU was kind of the gold nugget for the last couple years when they talk about the worst town. But he brought that shit back, and I forgot about that shit, and I was like, oh, this is good. And I was like, oh, this is real good. So
it is so good. Kazarian, for everyone out there, we're talking about being the elite, the YouTube series that the Young Bucks have done for years and years. They're taking it to another level, and it's all congruent and it's all continuity within the AEW story and all that stuff and Dynamite. But this is like more of a candid look at things, a little bit more comedic, and it's great. But Kazarian, dude, he's on another level right now. Like his rants, dude, he's laying into Brandon Cutler, and I just dude, he just out of nowhere, dude. And I pop every time. It's great. And with you talking about John Silver, great segue, because on being the elite, they had a BTE title, which I think it was an 8-man tournament, and they did what was it?
It's like
crocodile golf or something like that, or alligator golf. So they set up like this alligator is like the hole. You have to get into its mouth, and it pops out of the back of the alligator. So it's like a little miniature course, and they were just like putting it everywhere inside of Daly's place, inside of hotel rooms, wherever they're at. And there was 2 people going up against each other. I think the final match was Trent versus John Silver versus Matt Jackson, triple threat. And Trent ended up winning it, and it was funny because he kind of didn't want the belt, but he had it. So this past Monday on Being the Elite, Silver goes up against Trent. Trent puts the BT title on the line in the half a bottle of water flip challenge, where you take the bottle of water and flip it and try and get it to stand up. Needless to say, we have a new champion. Johnny Champion, Johnny Flip Bottle, Johnny Hungy. Johnny Silver wins it, I think 3-1 in the flip challenge. So congrats to John Silver. I can't wait to see what happens with that being the elite title. It's gonna be funny.
That show's great.
Yeah,
another piece of content they put out that's just it's just fun. And I come it from the angle like one of the episodes we're gonna do soon, and I say we selfishly because I'm doing a singular episode soon talking about my whole experience with Juice Pro Wrestling and the podcast and how we started it and how we met you and how I met Wallace. And I come at it from the newbie perspective, the not so diehard. Like I come in, it ebbs and flows with me, and it ebbs and wanes. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
term. With me, and being the elite is just something I watch. Like during the week,
Mhm.
it's what I watch.
Yeah.
Dynamite I try to watch most times, and the other wrestling shows I try to watch, and when I can. But that one
Yep.
for sure I watch, and then I usually listen to all the podcasts because that's where my obsession
That's
comes
good.
from. But
Yeah.
yeah, but I would say next subject.
Yeah. Speaking of content, man, Young Buck's book just got released, I believe today, the 17th. I know if you pre-ordered it, depending on how many books you pre-ordered, you'd get different levels. So I think it was 3. Like if you pre-ordered 1, you'd get like a written message. I think 2 of them was a video and a message, and 3 was like video message and something else. I don't remember off the
4
top of my
was
head.
a direct, like they autograph it, but with those lipstick kisses, like they actually
Oh,
kiss the
nice.
book
Yep.
with a thick coating of
Oh, yeah.
red, sexy red lipstick.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
then when you hear the doorbell ring, you answer it to get your books pre-ordered. The Young Bucks are there to super kick your head off. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. I am definitely going to be getting a copy because I really want the book. I want to see their history and stuff like that. I followed them for a long time, but it's really cool to just kind of get behind the scenes and see how they came up, different experiences. They were in WWE for a second as enhancement talent, kind of backups. And I think on SmackDown, I can't remember who they wrestled. If anyone knows out there and you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it, go ahead and leave a message for us and let us know. But I can't remember. But yeah, they did. They were enhancement on SmackDown. And then their run through the Indies, the run in New Japan, the Elite, Ring of Honor, like dude, and now AEW. Like they've accomplished a lot.
Yeah, they have a super special story. And even though AEW is still in its infancy, they are considered like it's weird that they're considered like the older talent, sort of like the OGs for a 1-year-old company.
Yeah.
So they could calm down, but they have excelled and shined in every single company they have worked for. So
Yeah.
I mean,
they're
credit where credit is due. They're fucking badasses.
Exactly. You got them on your football team. You want to get the ball to them.
Hell yeah.
So exactly. Just firing away on AEW. Pac returned. I am a huge fan of Pac.
Me too.
I think that's going to boost their roster and their level of work even more because he brings it.
Yeah.
And I am super interested to see where this Kingston family and Pac story goes, and do Pac go back with the Lucha Brothers and form Death Triangle. I think that would be awesome.
I don't know what that is.
Before, for everyone out there who doesn't know what that is, before the pandemic, it was Pac and the Lucha Brothers, and they were Death Triangle. Yeah. The pandemic hit. Pac could not unfortunately come over here because of restrictions, travel restrictions and stuff. So we had to quarantine for almost 7 months. I think it was around.
That promo he did was pretty badass about him losing his fucking mind. Yeah, yes, good.
Great promo, great story. They're intertwining it into this whole family thing with Eddie Kingston, and Kingston's trying to break up the Lucha Brothers, it looks like. So, he had Penta versus Phoenix Part 2, great match last week on Dynamite. A lot of people said it got uncomfortable when they're trying to rip each other's masks off, but if you watch a lot of AAA or CMLL or other mechs,
they do that shit all the time.
Yeah, they do that shit a lot.
And so it's always disrespectful.
It is. That's why they do it. No, don't do it. Yes, I'm gonna do it because I want to make you uncomfortable. But yeah, he returned. I want to see where that goes. I think, like I said, he's gonna elevate the game.
I want to speak to the Lucha Brothers things real quick.
Yes, please do.
I'll be interrupting you a lot because that's what I do. And if I don't, I'll forget. And I'll forget in the middle of my sentences. Anyways, one of the things I've been talking about quite often on this show is the fact that anybody that wants some sort of major push or some sort of major storyline or some sort of awesome thing to happen right now, something that would be more conducive to like a 10,000, like a huge audience with a huge audience pop and reaction. I keep saying like, chill out, chill out, chill out. Wait till next year when we can actually have big crowds and get crazy.
Yeah.
The Lucha Brothers breaking up and hating each other and fucking with each other, and anything that Eddie Kingston does is perfect for this time, for them to separate and then like boil those waters for like the next year and a half. And then suddenly you kind of get to know both of the Lucha Brothers, who they're not strangers to wrestling fans, but they are strangers to mainstream wrestling, I guess,
Yeah, true.
in
Good call out.
America. And so like, let that shit boil, stir it. And then when you're allowed to have the public and people fall in love with them really fast and get to know their personalities even more, and then they reunite and fuck some shit up. I
like
think it'd be a wonderful storyline. But
I'd love it.
I'm also back to the Pac thing. Like, I'm so excited because I didn't know who he was until AEW started, and the little amount that I got to see him, he was one of my favorites. I thought he was an unbelievable performer. I like his whole thing. I like his voice. I like how he looks. It's just cool. It's cool to watch him. So when he came back, I'm super excited. So
yeah,
that's what I said.
he's definitely a dominant talent, and it's good to see him back and see where he goes with it. And speaking of going with it and Dynamite, one last thing here, December 2nd on Dynamite. I didn't expect this, but Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley for the title. I heard the reason they're booking this on a Dynamite in December is because last year ratings got pretty low in December around the holidays. Not a bad strategy here to put this match on Dynamite. I think they'll face each other maybe again down the line, maybe at Revolution, or they might go somewhere else with it. They're having the contract signing, I believe, tomorrow. And as we've seen, AEW can do skits like that pretty well. We've seen WWE like contract signings, and they're the worst, in my opinion, just because they're so predictable. But
I hate contract signing stuff.
Yeah,
I hate match signing stuff.
Yeah,
Ooh, I don't
so
like
bad.
it. I don't like it.
See, and then we were, from my personal point of view, seeing it on WWE a lot, and I'm not trying to trash WWE, but it's so repetitive. There's a formula to these contract signings that they do, and it always ends up somebody through a table. I think they did a contract signing once in AEW, and it was really well done. It was really well done. So I want to see what happens. I think, my personal opinion, I think Kenny Omega is going to win that title. What do you think?
I don't think so.
No,
and if they
think
do,
Moxley's going to hold it?
They do. I won't care. I'm Kenny Omega might be my favorite in the company, and I'm new to him also. But I just want, just for the sake of the importance of that title, and it's a title, so who gives a shit? I guess in wrestling, right. Whatever. But I want Moxley to have it for at least another year. Even if he keeps it for 2 years, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Whoever he has, he has not had a bad match yet.
No, not at all.
He has not had let me say something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm a big Brian Cage fan. He is a monstrosity. He's physically he can do almost anything in the ring.
He's a monster.
He not only is he huge, but he is athletic as fuck. And for some reason, he's got the look, he's got everything. I find his matches to be boring for the same reason that like what's his face that I complain about all the time that got fired for NWA for saying something that was kind of racist. But some of his critiques are like Brian Cage has these matches where they deflate him. He's always like his power is always being deflated. So when you watch some badass match of his, that being said, like the one match that was kind of which was the Moxley Brian Cage match, and it's because like they threw in the towel, they did this and that. It wasn't. I don't know how to describe it. If you could help me, like they're sort of spot fests, but not really. Right. He gives whoever he wrestles, he is good at highlighting their talents, no matter who it is. Right. That is special. Like we thought, like Razor Ramon, Scott Hall was awesome because he was one of the best salesmen in the history of wrestling.
Hey yo, exactly.
And
Chico,
and like Brian Cage he's just a regular wrestler as far as selling stuff goes. He's good, but he like I'm telling you, whoever he wrestles, he makes them look like a fucking superstar. Mm-hmm. And I wish that he would just start like, I want him to be scarier and fuck more people up. When he wrestles people, I'm like, it's just going to be another match. Like, it'll be cool. He'll do stuff that you'll be like, oh shit. There's always 2 or 3 moves that he goes, you're like, holy fuck, he's so big. How did he do that?
Exactly.
But then like, it takes away from his, like, he's very special.
Yeah, he is.
It doesn't show in a lot of these. So I attacked him, I guess. I criticized him.
That's fine.
Saying that my point was, I want Moxley to keep that title because, dude, like, he hasn't had one bad match. Whoever he
hasn't.
wrestles, whether there's somebody that's like super spot heavy or somebody that's like a power guy or like a talker, dude, there's a reason why he was so high on the roster at WWE. There's a fucking reason.
For sure.
His promos are top notch.
Yep.
He's a top notch wrestler. He doesn't do flips and shit, but he's still a badass. Like, he's fun,
Makes
man.
the other guy look good.
Yeah, I understand why people love him. I didn't before. Now I do.
Yeah. And
I am fucking long-winded, bro.
That's fine. I'm glad you brought up Brian Cage. One real quick thing too. You see his match with Matt Seidel last week?
I missed it.
You were just talking about these matches. He had, I would say a 4-star match with Matt Seidel. It kicked off Dynamite. Dude, those two tore the house down. They had chemistry in spades. Matt Seidel try to do at the end a swanton off the top rope, and Brian Cage caught him in a suplex. Holy shit. And then he put him in that pile driver. I forgot what it's called, the buzzsaw or something. I was like, oh my God, you know how strong you have to be? Matt Seidel's what, 185 muscle? Like, like if I caught that 185 person, dude, I'd be in the hospital for 4 months.
Yeah, I'd shit my pants, and my shitting would include a couple of my like 7 of my organs.
Yeah, blown out O-ring, dude. You know? So it's like pooped them. So, but no, it was cool. I wanted to see if you saw that match. But,
now I got to Google O-ring. Yes, I did watch it. I lied. I did watch it. It was cool. But here's my other criticism about that shit. And I'll be super fast because we have like 87 more topics.
Yeah. You're not lying.
Over the last 6 weeks, I'm sorry, but the AEW commentary has been fucking boring. They've been so boring. I love JR. He's my favorite. And there's so much nostalgia attached to his voice, but it doesn't matter. I still love him when he does interviews or anything. I love him. Tony Schiavone, I love him. And it's just been boring. It's like they don't know how to call these matches, especially the first match of the night. Like, it's been almost every first match of every Dynamite has been rough. There was one I thought was awesome, but it's like they don't know how to comment it because of all the spots and stuff. And Excalibur is not like, they're not playing very well. That's my criticism. I'll shut up.
That's fine.
It's been
glad to hear that.
It's been rough to watch the commentary, to listen to the commentary.
I hear you. I think, just to piggyback on what you're saying, I think what they should do is for Dynamite, just have Schiavone and Excalibur. Excalibur knows the moves. He can call these types of matches, Schiavone can fill in the story, which he does, and then save JR for like big pay-per-views or a few matches on some pay-per-views. You know what I mean? Like, I think he did that in WWE a couple of times. Like, he came in, did a couple matches, and he's good to go. It's good for that nostalgia. I don't think JR needs to be out there all the time. I love JR. I'm a huge JR fan, but I agree with you. I think sometimes he gets lost, and I think they should just cut back, have it be Schiavone and Excalibur, and bring in JR on some of the pay-per-views.
So
moving on. We did kind of hint at WWE. Real quick, I don't know if anyone's seen this. I don't know if you saw this. Selena Vega has been released. A lot of controversy around that. She got released because she supports unionization, and she started an OnlyFans when she was told not to. But she was making a hell of a lot more money on her Twitch than she was on her WWE contract because of no house shows and shit like that. And so she was released. I don't know if it was like kind of a sign to everyone else or kind of like a power move, like, hey, we can let you go. But what's that going to do? Because has a Twitch. She's making money on there. She, her name's Tia Trinidad. She can go back to Impact in that awesome Stacked Knockouts division and, wreak havoc there. She can go to AEW and boost that division. She can go to, she can do whatever, so I don't think it's bothering her that much. What is your take on that Selena Vega thing, that whole thing? I don't know if you read about that, but yeah, getting fired over that.
If it's as far as the union stuff, that's going to be something that WWE is going to be battling until they set the precedent for everybody else and just make a union.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of that shit's going to be serious until the pandemic passes and WWE can be. I'm sure they're not in the poorhouse yet. I think they're doing okay because a lot of people are still buying shit and merchandise and pay-per-views. But I don't think until they're like full steam ahead. That they're gonna it is something that's gonna be they're gonna unionize. Like they're gonna have WWE is gonna be they're gonna have a union, and it's and people are gonna want to wrestle there even more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I say that because it's the right thing to do, and it's something that's been like 35 years overdue. But every wrestler still wants to wrestle for WWE, knowing that. So if every single wrestler wants to do that, what the hell's the incentive for them to be like, oh yeah, let's unionize? But
yeah,
they
and that
should.
could be coming. Yeah, and that unionization could be coming from someone else. I forget his name, but is it Yang, who kind of is an advisor with Biden or something like that? Joe Biden, and he's a huge wrestling fan. Yeah, and
they've been criticized, but none of that shit is.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know if you know any details on that, how it's gonna work, because I really don't pay attention to politics.
No politician, no politician's gonna push.
So.
Gonna push a company to unionize. It's
I
really
think
up to the wrestlers to make a big fat stink.
I was gonna say I think in general with wrestlers, the union for wrestlers.
Yeah, and for WWE, who should be the first ones to do it, until the wrestlers as a collective, and it's some shit that like Jesse Ventura has been talking about for years, since like when WrestleMania 1 or something first started, and Hulk Hogan like notoriously squashed that whole thing, like them trying to unionize. And not until all the wrestlers as a group understand what that means and kind of take risk like their entire careers to unionize. There's no incentive for WWE to unionize. There's no reason to, because they're still gonna be able to get like. So what the hell's her name again?
Zelina Vega.
Yeah, if she's not wrestling, there's 30 other people in line. There's 100 other people in line that are take her place gladly.
And you're bringing more people in the door.
Yes. Yeah. And there's a line at the door. Yeah. I mean,
no, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm done. Let's just cut each other off for the next 5 seconds.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, it's to them, it's like, it's not a loss to them, even though I think she's a hell of a talent. But I think it was just one of those things like, hey, we can just let you go if you do this shit, I guess. But speaking of Zelina Vega, her man's Aleister Black requested a move down to NXT and got denied. I don't know if everybody's requesting NXT and we're like, dude, fuck this main roster bullshit. Let me go back to NXT where I can do stuff. Triple H let me be who I want to be. Every match is almost the same, but hey, I'm having fun. But no, Aleister Black got denied that move, and if you've been paying attention to WWE as little as I have, he's not being used much. I try to keep up here and there. I don't watch much because it's boring. SmackDown's gotten a lot better. But other than that, yeah, they took away everything that was special about him. He's got no special entrance. He comes through the curtain like everyone else now. His music's different. It's just like, Tommy End is such a great talent. That's Aleister Black. He's being wasted. And I think him being denied an NXT move, it's kind of last straw for him. I don't see him being there any longer. Whatever his contract is, when that's up, it's up. I don't think he's staying there.
I've been talking about WWE like adjusting, and we're all rooting for them, because they're we're all lifelong fans. I have a new theory that they will not adjust. What will happen is at some point in the future, I don't know if that's going to be 6 months from now or 10 years from now, another Hogan, Stone Cold, Rock type of personality is going to come in, and that's what's going to turn it around. Just one single wrestler that's going to turn it around and maybe bring like 2 or 3 others. And I don't see anybody at that level coming anytime
if they
soon.
Let them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This person's gonna. The second thing that's got to happen is this person has to somehow get in Vince's head. That's the special part. Like, and I don't know who that is. I don't know if there was somebody, because I don't know the history of it, that came and went or came and is on the roster. And Vince just hasn't recognized it. I don't know. Whatever. I still root for WWE. I don't watch it. I find it incredibly boring, but so what? I'm an asshole.
Yeah. Who cares? But yeah, I mean, shit ain't going to change until Vince is out and not running that show anymore, and Triple H takes over.
What they could be, what I did think, because I know a lot of like female fans and I know more of the female wrestlers than the male wrestlers. What they could do, the way they could adjust, is pivot and make the women the main draw and make it the best company because of the women wrestlers.
They got the roster for it.
They have the roster for it, but it's like every time I watch any pay-per-view that WWE, especially the last, like, since we've been doing the show, it's always Sasha Banks and whatever that other Bailey, and it's really just them two. And then that girl that spits out the green juice.
Oh, Asuka. Yeah.
Why am I doing a podcast? I can't remember. It's really just the three of them just doing stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And then on occasion, Ric Flair's daughter comes in and smushes all of them.
She's been gone for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's real repetitive, man. And I know a lot of wrestling matches are repetitive, and the storyline is good. It doesn't matter, you know, as much as people like have these like really nostalgic and positive feelings about wrestling from the 70s. That shit was incredibly repetitive, where you got the same two dudes wrestle each other everywhere all the time.
Exactly. Everywhere.
But so what? It feels like it was better. Make it better today.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that shit that Alexa Bliss is doing with the Fiend is awesome. I like that a lot. That's cool. It's one of the things I'm paying attention to. She's no Abaddon. Bing.
Drink
Word
a shot.
of the day. Yep. But no, I like what she's doing there, really adding depth to her character, and she can nail it out of the park. She's a great talent too. Congrats to her. She got engaged to Ryan Cabrera. Ryan Cabrera is like a pop singer or some shit. But
what?
Yeah, she got engaged. So there's
another one off the market.
Yep, a lot of heartbroken keyboard warriors out there that are just crying in their tabs.
Oh man!
You know, not only they're crying because Tab got taken off the market, now they got crying because Alexa Bliss is off the market. But
good joke, bro.
Thank you. You like that? Boom! I bring that heat. Oh, I'm like Johnny Hungy. So, yeah, sticking on with WWE. I don't know why, but I thought it was cool. Drew McIntyre won the title back from Randy Orton. I know it's funny because somebody posted on the JP Woo, like, why the hell they put the title on Orton for 14 only for him to lose it again right away. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it kind of like they threw the title on him. So Vince was like, you like that, kid? You're at 14. You keep it up, you might be at 15 in a couple of months. You know, who knows?
He turns his head.
Yeah,
we're taking him off. Fuck that guy.
Exactly. Linda. Do I sign him? No.
Linda, I did it. I told you I would do it, Linda.
Linda, we're doing it again. Bring him. I'm going to take away all the territories again. So, yeah, he won the title back. He's going to face Roman Reigns this week at Survivor Series. Speaking of Survivor Series, it's nothing special. It's the usual formula for Survivor Series. This brand, Raw's champion faces SmackDown's champion. SmackDown's women's champion faces Raw's women's champion, tag belt, you know, all champions face all champions on each brand. And then there's a Raw women's team versus a SmackDown women's team, and then a Raw men's team versus a SmackDown men's team. It sucks because for me personally, I used to love the Survivor Series when I was a kid growing up, because you had all these awesome teams. You had like Demolition and Hulk Hogan and, you know, Earthquake or something like that against the $1 Million Dreams team, you know, Rick Rude, $1 Million Dream, Virgil and Andre the Giant or something, you know, the Heenan family versus, you know, the Mega Powers or, you know, shit like that. Like that used to be cool. I couldn't wait for those types of matches. And now it's like, you know, each brand's champion faces each brand's champion, and it's like, that's kind of boring.
What do you like better, vanilla ice cream or French vanilla ice cream?
Yeah, exactly. Chocolate or dark chocolate. Cherry or New York cherry. Like, come on.
Yep.
So yeah, I hate to keep dragging WWE down, but I'm not gonna be watching it. I'll read and see what happened, but there's no buy-in to that for me. You know, it's boring.
Yeah. But you know, we still hope that they do better.
Yeah,
even though we rip on them more than
watch
NXT
else. Here and there, but
this might be the most critical we've ever been of AEW, and that was all me. So
yeah, I mean, I don't mind though, but that's good because, you know, we're huge fanboys of AEW. I'm a huge mark for AEW. I'll be the first to admit it.
Yeah.
But no, I think criticism's due, you know, when criticism is due, and I think that was a great call out. Like, yeah, I feel like that. I know other people feel like that too.
I like liking shit. We like liking shit.
I like
Sometimes
shit.
we don't like shit, so we say it.
Yeah.
Next.
You got a podcast. Next is, well, we hope WWE is going to get better. NXT is going to get a little bit better with the additions of Ben Carter. Alex Zane is supposed to report, and they're dear to our hearts. The Rascals, they're coming back. I don't know if you saw that they're reporting soon. I hope that they knock it out of the park there. I kind of hope that they go to NXT because, as we've seen in the past, these great talents, unless you're AJ Styles, go to the main roster and then they get lost in the shuffle. They're just another talent like Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, even though he's in the Hurt business now, but he's not what he used to be. Same with Bobby Lashley. You know, I just hope that they don't get caught up in that because they're way too good. I think Alex Zane needs a little bit more work, but he's a great in-ring performer. But especially at this time around now, pandemic, no live shows, not a lot of independent dates or guaranteed money. So it's kind of like WWE offers, they come a knocking. Nobody else is coming on knocking. You got to take that money, baby, and run. You know, it's all about the cheddar these days, and that cheddar is sharp. So
those are
what do you think?
Those are 5 incredible in-ring performers. Like they're all super innovative. When you talk about like people that upgrade shit in different sports, they are 5 dudes that they are leveling up the sport in what they can physically do, and they make it look so casual.
Right?
Like
easy.
Like Johnny Mundo. I don't
Johnny
even know.
Mundo. Johnny Nitro.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah. He's one of the dudes that was one of those like dudes that upgraded shit and like,
I'll look at him.
And these guys are just. I hope. I'm big fans of all of them. I don't know what to say. Too. I haven't seen any of Alex Zane's wrestling promotions. I'm new to Ben Carter. If I say the wrong name, I'm sorry. I got my brain on like comic books right now, and so I might accidentally say like, you know, I have no idea. Bruce Wayne or something just got signed to NXT.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. What? But I did watch them. Thank you to Warrior Wrestling. I got to see all of them live, and they're ridiculous. They are ridiculous. Live. They are real life superheroes. With their physical ability. The Rascals are awesome promo guys. They're also super clever. They're super funny.
Very creative.
Yes, that's what I meant to say. I can't find my words. Thanks, buddy. They're super creative. So I'm excited, man. I hope that they are able to thrive, and Triple H can work with them, and I think they can. You know, I don't think he's a super hardcore douchebag.
No.
So it's exciting. Because they can make everybody on the roster better.
Oh yeah, there's so many dream matchups too down there.
I mean, look what they did at Impact.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, look what they did at Impact. Look what Alex Zane did on the Indies. And Ben Carter, even when Ben Carter was in AEW for a couple of matches, like I wish AEW would have signed him, but you know, I see where Ben Carter is coming from. You know, so they didn't make the offer, I guess, and NXT did, and he jumped on it. So,
and I know somebody might be sad because of the conspiracy theories out there, the speculation that Impact now Suicide's not going to be there. But don't worry, guys. AC Romero is still on the roster. So
yeah,
Suicide's still on the roster.
Exactly. But yeah, we wish them all the best, of course.
For sure.
Know, whether it's WWE or anywhere else. I think they're going to add so much to that roster. And, you know, that's WWE's gain for them. Hell of a talent. And speaking of the Rascals, did you see their farewell?
I didn't. I don't want to cry.
Oh, dude, it was touching. Really cool. Really well done. It was Trey Miguel and Rich Swann, Impact World Champion Rich Swann, against Trey Miguel, against Desmond and Zachary Wentz. Really good match. It's what you expected, just nonstop action. And then after the match, they're legitimately crying because, you know, Rascals, it's touching. They're leaving somewhere they've been for so long. Yeah, because they're bitches. You bitches don't cry. Hell did we sign?
You better not repeat that
at
this company, or you're gonna be fired.
Yeah, no waterworks or you're fired.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. They put the jackets, their 420 jackets, and they hung them up on the ropes and stuff and bowed, and it was cool.
That's cool.
So yeah, speaking of Impact too, I don't know if you've caught Turning Point last Saturday. Saturday was Turning Point.
Tell me about it, please.
I will. It was pretty good. I got to see a couple matches. I actually saw the Good Brothers match against the North. Congratulations to the Good Bros, new tag team champions. I think well deserved. I think the move to Impact is awesome for them. They can be who they want. and be what they were. So here is the start of their title reign, and hopefully it lasts a while. But yeah, they're given the freedom to do whatever they want. They're great match as you would expect from the North. Just a lot of great back and forth there. Also, Deonna Purrazzo won her title back from Su Yung. We knew what happened not long ago, where that title was supposed to be on Kylie Rae, and unfortunately, she had to retire because of some issues that she's dealing with. Still wish her the best too, but I think they're just kind of like, we're throwing on Su Yung because we're going to do a title change. What do we do now? In my opinion, you can listen back to that episode we talked about a few episodes ago. I think it was 131, maybe right after the PCO episode.
Yes.
So listen to episode 131. If I'm wrong, come and get me and slap me. But yeah, I was saying that they should have just kept it on Purrazzo. I think this is them just riding that ship. Like, yeah, we should have kept it on Purrazzo. So she won the title back. Rich Swann retained his title against Sami Callihan. Great match. Turning Point was good. I think the title matches were a little bit better than the rest of the matches. I was more involved in those, but no, great for Impact. They're putting on a hell of a show. They got a great roster. And then now they're doing the women's tag team tournament, which you're going to see on Tuesday nights on Impact now. Have you seen that tournament? Yeah. I like who some of the teams they have. And let me just pop it up here. So some of the teams they have, Tennille Dashwood and Alicia. They take on Havoc and Nevaeh. And Havoc and Nevaeh have been taking a while. Killer Kelly and Renee Michelle, Jordan Grace, and a partner to be named later, Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz against the Sea Stars. That's cool. The Sea Stars are from, I believe, Stardom, Shimmer and Stardom, I want to say. They are a known tag team, really, really talented. I think it would be cool to see them go all the way and win it. But yeah, really acclaimed tag team. And then Deonna Purrazzo and Kimberly and Taya and Rosemary. So a lot of good talent there. A lot of solid teams. It's going to be exciting to see. Can't wait to see who wins it all.
WWE should lean on their women's talent to shoot to go to the moon. Yes. I'm not saying it right, but what I mean to say is Impact has the best women's roster, and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing with them. Like that promotion is flying because of a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons, if not the major reason, is because of the women's roster. Yeah,
I totally agree with you. I think a lot of people are in that
no
category. Yeah, I think a lot of people echoed your statements too. The Impact has hands down one of the best women roster right now, and they're gonna kill it. That tournament's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to see who wins. And moving on to some other news that could segue into the women's division in Impact. Marty Bell, who used to be in Impact, is no longer with NWA. She does not have a contract with NWA anymore. She was with Allison Kay when she was in NWA. And
impressive, you got that.
Thank you. Yeah, she was with Allison Kay and Melina. Melina was in NWA when all three of them were together, and they were kind of feuding with Thunder Rosa and a couple others. She's now no longer in contract. We see Allison Kay is no longer under contract for NWA, and she's been doing some AEW matches. We'll see where Marty Bell goes. I think that's a huge pickup for anybody. She could go back to Impact, and I think she could just come in and make a huge splash there. I think she could do the same thing with AEW too, or she could go to WWE, NXT, and bolster that division. Who knows? Sky's the limit. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Marty Bell? Have you seen her a lot?
I do not know who she is. I have no knowledge of this person that you speak of.
At least you're honest,
But listen to the podcast for all your wrestling news.
Exactly. Sreten listens to this podcast for all his wrestling news because
I have to re-listen because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
He's like, yeah, I know who Marty Bell is. She's that girl who did stuff, right? Yes, Sreten, you're correct.
All the people that have been sending me messages saying, I think Justin's a little too mean to you.
No, he's not. He's the right type of mean.
Yeah, he's the exact right type of mean.
The right amount of swearing to you.
Stupid,
you know what?
Idiot.
Stupid fucking idiot. Come on, Sreten, get your head out of your ass. So yeah, Marty Bell. We'll see what happens there. I think some other exciting news. Sorry, I just looked down at my notes and I saw this and I almost forgot all about it. But dude, the New Japan Pro Wrestling Super J Cup tournament is gonna air on Fight TV December 12th. How fucking cool is that, dude? And like
Closer
they got
than
so
you
much,
think.
yeah, so much talent in that tourney too. You got Impact stars, you got ROH stars, dude. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. I think some MLW guys are in there too. I can't wait to see that. I want to see that.
Man, you are a master of the segue. Speaking of MLW stars.
Speaking of MLW stars, guess where we're going, Sreten?
Where?
The restart. The
Aw,
MLW
yeah.
restart, bro. That is Wednesday tomorrow, the 18th. It starts. You can watch it.
Bite your tongue today.
Today. Sorry. So that's today. MLW restart on the YouTubes. You can watch it there. Or you can watch it on Beaten Sports or something else or something or other. I saw YouTube. That's all I paid attention to because I was like, that's
the easiest way.
Yep, YouTube is the easiest way.
Yep,
I'm super stoked, man. I think you're going to see Alex Hammerstone. You're going to see Fatu. You're going to see our boy PPJ, Brian Pillman Jr. Yeah, you're going to see all the the stars are going to come out tomorrow. So I can't wait. I've been waiting for an MLW restart for a while. I know you're stoked on MLW. Justin is all about MLW. He's a huge fan of MLW. Also a huge fan of NJPW. So I guarantee you Juice will be watching the Super J Cup for sure.
Yep.
So yeah, I can't wait to talk about MLW more. Court Bauer puts on a hell of a show. He has a great roster. They're gonna come out and kill it, dude. I can't wait. So thoughts on the restart at all? Thoughts on MLW?
Mine, I'm very excited because over the last, especially the last 4 or 5 months, I become a even bigger fan of the product. As you, I don't want to say you struggle for wrestling content because you really don't,
right?
Because there's so many damn companies and everybody's trying shit right now. But it was weird. It wasn't weird. MLW luck or planning got really lucky that they had, without recording shit, like 4 months of content after everything shut down because of COVID.
Right.
And then they shut down because I don't know, for whatever reasons they couldn't do it, safety mostly. But also these other companies were kind of I don't know. I think the break was good because it allowed them to allowed them to regroup while all these companies kept getting the majority of the audience. And it's not MLW's fault. It's just the way that this thing worked. A lot of people were like, all right, I'm already watching AEW and WWE and Impact and some other stuff. I don't have time for this. No offense to them, but this is like, this restart is kind of cool because I'm excited for, there's wrestlers that I still don't know, but there's like 15 of them that I'm really excited to see. And Impact's, MLW's wrestlers have fantastic promos. One of the things missing from a lot of the major promotions and mid-level promotions is the promos kind of suck. Yeah. MLW, all the wrestlers are fucking good at it.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I agree. On their social media channels, they're amazing at it.
They're just really good. Yeah. They're just about everybody on the roster is very good at cutting promos.
Yep. They can cut a promo, they can talk, which is good. I'd rather have that than have only 2 people that can talk into the building and the rest of the jobbers are just, head up the asshole. So
that's when you watch AEW, it, like I said, it's a company still in its infancy, and everybody on the roster can wrestle their ass off, but most of them can't cut a promo.
I agree with you there too. Most of them can, but most of them can't.
And then WWE is just like watching the same person cut a promo. There's 80 people on the roster, and they all sound just about exactly the same.
Yep, I agree.
So
totally agree with you. I like the stuff that MLW is doing on Twitter too and social media, where they're throwing out those factoids banners. Have you seen those? Oh, those cool. Are so cool. Yeah. And you know what? Fight camp shit is awesome. Like what fight camp they're in. There needs to be more of that. There needs to be more like you see in UFC, guys training and fighting together, fight camps, factions, stables, whatever you want to fucking call them. There needs to be more of that. MLW is doing it the right way, like just who they're affiliated with. Kind of like Dark Order, like they're growing and growing and growing, like I like that kind of shit. You know, it doesn't have to be a 3-man, 4-person stable. I think it can be however many you want. But yeah, I love those little banners that they throw up, factoids, and yeah, it's great. If you haven't seen them, go on their Twitter or their Instagram. They have it everywhere. You can get to learn who the wrestlers are, who they fight with, where they came from, other accolades. It's so awesome. I love it.
Digital baseball card for wrestlers.
Dude, love it. Digital baseball card. You heard it from the man himself, Sreten the Savage. Digital baseball cards. Copyright it, trademark it. It's a JP Woo thing now. We got a couple more things here, and then we're gonna go out and have a drinks and dance, do our thing. I talked about it earlier. We talked about AEW games, and I mentioned WrestleMania. They have a release date, dude. I'm so super stoked. February 26th, folks. WrestleMania will be in your hands, whether you're playing on PlayStation, PC, Steam, on I want to say the Wii, but it's not the Wii. It's the Nintendo something or other. I have one, and I can't remember. Kind of a fucking idiot am I, huh? Xbox. I'll get it for Xbox One, of course, because I'm a huge mark for that shit. I can't wait for that.
I'll get it for the PC for sure.
Yep, there you 100%.
Go.
We're gonna start a JP League, a JPW League. We should do something like that. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna get in the ear of some of the creative, the higher ups in the Juice Pro Wrestling organization. I'm gonna sit down with the 3 Vinces and see if I can convince them to do this.
We're always listening.
They're always listening.
They're always listening.
We're going to take your idea, and it's going to be my idea.
Yeah, well,
like that.
I don't have anything.
Fired. I have something. You're fired. That's what I have. So, yeah, I can't wait for Retromania Wrestling, man. And, yeah, it's going to come out for everything. The Switch, the Nintendo Switch. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. High fives fucking everywhere. Yes, I finally remembered it. So, Switch, PlayStation,
you got a top-notch
Xbox,
research team there.
PC. I know. They're on the ball. And they fall off of it a lot. So yeah, and one more thing, so, not to be too somber, but condolences out to the friends and family of RJ Meyer, aka the Bruiser, who passed away a few days ago. If you're not familiar who the Bruiser was, he wrestled in Maryland Championship Wrestling. He was a 10-time MCW champion. He was trained by Axel Rotten and Corporal Punishment. Had a hell of a career. He was one of the MCW's mainstays. He trained there. He developed and trained, or not trained, but he helped develop Leo Rush and Velveteen Dream and numerous other people. Great in work, great, promo work. Like, he's a legend. A lot of people reached out, expressed their condolences, like Nick Aldis, Cody Rhodes, a lot of people. So, he was known in the business, and it's a tough loss for him. But yeah, condolences out to friends and family of RJ Meyer, aka the Bruiser. Anything else you want to add? Anything you're looking forward to coming up, Sreten?
As far as wrestling stuff,
anything? Yeah.
What you
got coming out?
Yeah, the MLW restart.
See, there it is.
Yeah. Everything else is kind of gonna take a back burner. Is gonna be
backseat burner.
Yeah,
backseat burner. A lot of fire on the ice.
Yep. And the other thing is, stay tuned for a little bit of formatting changes with the show. Holidays are coming up.
Yep.
We're all real busy. Also, the world is locking back down again. So we are working on some shit, and everything's on the back and shoulders of me, because I'm the production guy and a lot of the ideas guy. But also, I'm the laziest of the 3 of us. So
I'm pretty lazy too.
Yeah, but I win.
So lazy.
So tired.
I'm tired.
I never get tired.
You're tired. Retired.
I'll sleep when I die. You know when that's gonna be? Never.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
But
so yeah, I'm stoked for the restart, and a lot of stuff coming through the pipeline in the Juice Pro Wrestling universe. So
yeah,
I'm excited for that, dude.
When everybody listening to this, tell your friends about this shit. Tell everyone you know. If you like the show, please spread the word. That is the only way that more people can know about the show. And we like doing it, and we plan on getting very creative during the holiday season. So we're going to have content. We technically might be taking a break, but not from the content. We're just going to, try to, live be somewhat around our families for the holiday season.
Yep.
So that, and we have some plans to try to little global domination in 2021.
Exactly. Yep. Pack your pipes with some content.
Yeah, that's right. So just keep an eye out. Share the show. Bodie, what are you looking forward to other than the MLW restart?
Other than the restart, man, I'm looking forward to, dude, I know it's far away, but I'm looking forward to that AEW game. I'm looking forward to Retromania because I'm a huge gamer. With the lockdown, I'm just doing more gaming. I'm looking forward to that Super J Cup. I'm looking forward to Dynamite tomorrow because Serena Deeb and Thunder Rosa are going to fight for that NWA women's title. So stoked for that.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've become a huge fan of Thunder Rosa.
She's awesome, dude.
So it's cool. She's great. Good,
yeah,
good hype man. Good. I mean, she's good. She's great.
She is.
I said everything I wanted to say.
Yeah,
I'm all tongue tied now.
Yeah, I think we're good here. All right, we good? We good?
Yeah. Here's how we do the outro. Show done.
So done.
Bodie, make fist into camera.
Like and subscribe everywhere, please. Juice, I'm going to try and do you justice. And remember, wet 'em up. 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 Ooh, yeah.
You gonna do sex to me?
Did you like that video? If so, be sure to hit like and subscribe and check out more killer content from your boys at Juice Pro Wrestling. Whoa, yeah!